Hello everyone, welcome you all in the lecture of IC engine fuel and lubricants. This lecture is will be devoted for PCV and ignition system in SI engine. This is the content for this lecture PCV, why we need ignition in SI engine, working inside an engine SI engine, ignition system requirements, spark plug, factors affecting establishment of spark, type of ignition system in SI engine, comparison between battery and magnetic ignition system and electronic ignition system. So, first of all crankcase ventilation PCV, positive, in fact PCV means positive crankcase ventilation. So, this topic is for PCV, P stand for positive crankcase ventilation. So, it was the part of the engine lubrication. So, you all know that the pressure inside the combustion chamber, if the pressure inside, this is the combustion chamber, if here this pressure delta P is increased. So, because of that design, if this value is increases more than the design value, what will happen? The flue gases or the combusted gases will come out through this piston and cylinder rings here. This is the leakage chances, and they go into the crankcase. This is the crankcase. Here is the lubricating oil. So, if they are mixed with this lubricating oil, the lubricating oil can react at very high temperature to this flue gases, and the quality of this lubricating oil get damaged. So, the pressure inside the combustion chamber is high. So, small amount of gases escape through a gap between piston ring and cylinder and enter into the crankcase. These gas can dilute and contaminate the engine oil, causing the corrosion to critical parts and contribute to sludge built up. And this chance is very high at high speed. At high speed, blowing gases increases crankcase pressure, and that causes oil leakage from sealed engine surface and consumes some expansion work. So, there will be loss in power also. The crankcase ventilation system removes these blow by gases. These are the gases. This phenomenon called blow by. So, these gases are called blow by gases. Blow by gases. So, this for this, how it work to remove this? How it work? Here we provide a PCV valve. This is the PCV valve here, and this is the air filter, this is the throttle body, and between these two we bypass a breather line to the crankcase. So, when the pressure, if there is gases, flue gases, they are relieved with the help of this PCV valve and goes into the intake manifold, and they are again combusted, goes into the cylinder, and also affect the fuel economy and the performance. But here when the gases goes into this direction, the pressure will be goes down, and the air the pressure, because here the pressure is dropped. So, this gas, these blow by gases which goes into this direction are interchanged with the help of this breather line with the fresh air one. This is the working. So, you are ventilating the crankcase, and doing this you are able to protect your lubricating oil from the chemical reaction of the blow by gases to the lubricating oil. This is the PCV valve. How it works? It is spring loaded. Because of the pressure difference between intake manifold and the crankcase ventilation, this valve lift provides the flow of blow by gases into the intake manifold. So, this is the working of all the PCV valves. Now, we will start ignition in SI engine. So, you know that ignition in SI engine, where SI spark ignition engine, why it is needed? To start your combustion process. So, combustion is it is instantaneous process. and it for starting it you need a very high temperature flame front, which is at the point of the spark plug. But in CI engine it is working on the basis of self ignition temperature, compression ignition temperature. So, where it is that is not utilized. So, this ignition system is required in petrol engine. You all know that the working of the spark ignition engine, here the intake, then compression, and between the compression power stroke there is, this is the spark plug where the high amount of energy is required to initiate the combustion process. So, here at correct time and at correct amount discharge should be created. This is the function of the ignition system. Ignition system very complex electrical device in your engine. You all know that how the SI engine work. So, mainly we need some spark to initiate the combustion. Now, the ignition system requirements. What are the requirement of the ignition system? So, the ignition system should have create the required intensity of spark, of required voltage, and the number of molecules. Production of ignition system is very important, and ignition timing is very important. The means at it should have that type of property that for lean or variable range of the fuel air mixture, the ignition timing should be variable, it should not be fixed. So, ignition timing means correct time, spark creation at the correct time and in correct amount also. So, for one by one, intensity of spark, it should be sufficiently intense to ignite the mixture whether rich or weak under full throttle conditions. On reduced loads and also for very weak mixture, the intensity of spark becomes important as it determines the range and also the rate of burning. Too high spark intensity may burn the electrode of a spark plug. So, intensity of spark is very important. Voltage, another term, the voltage is created by required to jump the gap, because spark plug is having a this type of gap, this is called air gap, or so that voltage should be such that this voltage should be higher than this voltage drop should be higher than the dielectric voltage for the gases available in this gap. This gas is the product, this gas is air fuel mixture. So, that voltage should be high enough than dielectric, because you know that if there is a gases between this gap, gas molecules. So, gas is a insulator. So, how this voltage can be created? So, for creation of this voltage, that amount should be greater than the dielectric voltage. If this voltage greater than the dielectric voltage, the gases gets ionized, and at this condition the current starts to flow. So, number of molecules is means number of the amount of the gases mixture into this gap. So, in order to initiate self sustaining flame front, it is necessary to have some minimum number of molecules between spark plug electrode, which depend upon fuel air ratio, amount of residual gases. Residual gases are those which remains from the previous cycle, and pressure of the combustion chamber and temperature of the combustion chamber. Then the protection of ignition system is also very important. Complete ignition system must be protected from moisture to avoid current leakage. It is essential requirement to obtain good and consistent spark. Ignition timing should automatically be changed with the engine speed and load after initial time is set. Now, the ignition system in SI engine types, these are the types of the ignition system: battery ignition system, magneto ignition system and electronic ignition system. So, first we will take the battery ignition system. These are the main parts of the battery ignition system. as name suggests battery. So, a battery is compulsory for it. Then ignition switch are there, ballast resistor, ignition coil, contact breaker, cam, condenser, distributor, spark plug. These are the main components of the battery ignition system. So, there are two circuits of the ignition system, primary circuit and the secondary circuit, and the primary circuit is connected to the battery, ignition switch, ballast resistor, primary coil winding, contact breaker and condenser. The secondary circuit consists of secondary coil, windings, distributor and spark plug. So, the primary and secondary circuits also have number of turns difference. In primary circuit, let the number of turns is NP, it is about 200 turns, and in secondary circuit the number of turns is about 10 times, depending upon the design of the engine, many parameters, but approximately it is very high. You can in a qualitative way you can understand that number of turn on secondary circuits are very high, maybe 10, 20 times. So, the what is battery, you all know that it is a rechargeable lead acid battery. It depends upon the type of the system. 12 volt battery supplies steady current for ignition, ignition switch for on and off condition, for on and off the ignition from the connection from the battery. Ballast resistor, very important part, because the resistance of ballast is ballast resistor is that part for the resistance depending upon the temperature, because you are using your ignition system for a long time. So, if you are using continuously, then temperature goes up. So, if the temperature goes up, you need less current. So, how this less current is obtained? The resistance of ballast, generally it is made of iron. So, it increases the resistance and current reduces the current to the corresponding circuit. So, that is why it makes the ignition coil safe than ignition coil. So, the ignition coil is a source of the ignition energy. Step up the low voltage, a high voltage to induce an electric spark in a spark plug. 12 volt batteries step up to a very high voltage to 10,000 to 20,000 volts, because the RPM the number of turns are difference. So, because you all know that the Faraday's law of electromagnetics. So, with the help of that law, electromagnetic principle, because of that because of this number of turns difference, the voltage suddenly goes up, step up from 12 volt to 20,000 volt. So, consists of primary winding, secondary winding and a soft iron core. Primary winding consists of 200 to 300 turns, I have discussed it, with its both end connected to external terminal. Secondary windings is 10 times, we have discussed it. So, you can see through this diagram, this is the for the ignition coil, these are the red color shows the secondary winding and blue color shows the primary winding, and these are the terminals for the primary windings SW and CB, and the secondary winding has two two points. So, one is at the high tension line, another one is here in the ignition coil, and here a soft iron core is provided for magnetic purpose, here soft iron core is provided. So, this is the ignition coil. Now, come to the contact breaker. So, this is the contact breaker. Contact breaker is the mechanical device completely for making and breaking the primary circuit. It consists of two metal points, one fixed and other movable. These are the 2 points. This is fixed, here it is fixed part, this part is fixed and this is movable, and this movable means it goes up and down, it can touch it and it can be away from that with the help of some pivotal arm operation, with the help of some spring loaded device, and this part is called cam, and this cam is having 4 corners 1, 2, 3, 4 means it will be used for 4 cylinder engine. If it is have 3 corners, then it will be used for 3 cylinder, 2 cylinder of 1 cylinder. So, fixed metal point is connected to contact breaker assembly, this is fixed point, and movable one is connected with the spring loaded arm, this is spring loaded arm. A spring on this arm keep both metal points contact, thereby closing the primary circuit. So, if it is in proper closing condition, so it connects the primary circuit, and if it is opened, then the current will not go in this direction, it will go in this direction, and this is called condenser, and it will start charging, because what is the function of condenser? It charges and discharges at a particular time. So, this part is also the part of the ignition system, condenser, which charges and discharges when required. Now, the working of the battery ignition system, how it works, you can see from this diagram that if you start the ignition system, then the current will start to flow from this to this circuit here, and as per the time into the ignition coil with the, and it will be either go complete this circuit or it will complete this circuit. When it completes this circle, when this breaker contact breaker is opened, it will go into this direction and the condenser will be charged. After charging, it is start discharging, and there will be a condenser capacitor decay type of, there will be a decay in the magnetic field. Because of this magnetic field decay, the high tension in the high tension line, as number of turns is higher, so voltage suddenly increase from the Faraday's law and up to 20,000 or 2500 25,000 volt, and this is connected to the distributor. Distributor has its own electrodes. Let for it is like I am using this for a 4 cylinder engine, 4 cylinder. So, it will have 4 spark plug, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and each spark plug is connected to the distributor electrodes, that this is 1, this is 1, if it is 2, that this is 2, if it is 3, then it is 3, it is 4 electrode, and this is the arm, distributor arm. When it touches the particular electrode, distributor electrode, then this high voltage is connected to that corresponding cylinder 3, for example, it connected 3. So, at this point the spark will be created, and again it goes into the another electrode, it touches another 4 one, then spark will be here. Similarly, it revolves throughout the cycle and spark is created one by one, and it is designed as per the firing order. So, it depends upon the firing order we design this. For example, it is a 4 cylinder. So, what is firing order we will discuss. It is in simple firing order means in which order the cylinder will be combusted, firing will be there for the for controlling the vibrations. Now, the magneto ignition system. So, magneto ignition system is an ignition system in which magneto is used in place of battery. So, here battery is replaced by a magneto. Magneto is simple magnet, permanent magnet type. It is used high voltage for generating the electricity, and further the electricity is used in several things like to run the vehicles, and this is basically used to 2-wheelers vehicles. Parts, here these are the part: transfer core, contact breaker, cam, capacitor, ignition switch, distributor and spark plug. Here battery is not there, and the ignition coil is also, ignition coil is not here. So, the transfer core, you know that step up primary winding, secondary winding, we have discussed this. Contact breaker, we have discussed it. To breaker the current, to break the current flow through the capacitor and the charging or discharging of the capacitor. Cam is connected to the magnet and fulcrum point of the contact breaker. Capacitor, the function of capacitor is to store the charger. Capacitor used here is a simple electric capacitor. Then ignition switch, simple, it is for on and off operation of the vehicles. How magneto ignition system works? It is similar principle. Here there is no battery. Here the starting and of the magnet is with the help of the movement of the magnet. So, you can see here the same principle. Here this is it is a core. It is a magnet, north and south pole. Here is the cam. Either there may be two types. Either the magneto system is extensively used for mopeds and scooters, particularly in 2 and 3 wheelers. It is similar to battery ignition system, except here we use magnet to generate electricity in the system. When the magnet rotates, magnetic field is produced in the core of the primary and secondary winding. So, it is the core. So, either the core revolves or the magnet revolves. The purpose is to create the magnetic field, and because of that magnetic fields, the voltage step up into the secondary circuit, same principle. So, another type of magneto ignition is that rotating armature type or rotating magnet type. Working is similar to the as from the battery ignition. So, this is the comparison of battery ignition system and magneto ignition system. So, in battery we need battery, in magneto no battery, as there is battery. So, more maintenance, less maintenance. Current for the primary circuit is obtained from battery. During starting of the spark plug is poor due to cranking of low speed. A good spark is available at the spark plug even at low speed, such as during starting. The intensity of the spark keep on improving as the speed goes on increasing, efficiency thus improves as the engine speed increases. So, as the engine speed increases, magneto ignition quality is improved. But here this for there is battery. So, it is not like this. So, spark intensity decreases as the engine speed increases. It lowers the efficiency of system at higher speed, just opposite. The space occupied by the system is more because battery is there, and here the space occupied of the system is less. Ignition timing can easily be varied with ignition advance unit. Varying the ignition timing is more difficult, since the breaker point must be opened when the rotating magnets are in the most favorable position. It is commonly used in petrol cars and light commercial vehicles, and it is used in scooters, motor cars and racing cars, etc. This is the characteristic of the battery ignition system. It is more uniform, but in magnetic ignition it varies from 0 to somewhere at maximum. It depends on the sparks per minute. This is the sparks per minute, and this is the breaker current I ampere. So, the electronic ignition system. So, here electronic ignition system, it is of two types: transistorized coil ignition system and capacitive discharge ignition system. So, it uses electronic device for ignition purpose. It is more accurate based upon some ECU control, and it is more accurate. Similarly, the capacitive discharge ignition system. So, it has a capacitor in place of an induction coil to store the ignition energy. The amount of energy stored is determined by the capacitor and charge voltage of the capacitor. The ignition transformers step up the primary voltage. Required high voltage is generated by the transformer at the time of spark by the discharge of the capacitor through a thyristor. And this system spark is strong, but short due to the fast capacitive discharge. This may lead to ignition failure when the mixture is very lean. So, these are some common terms. Firing order means firing takes place in different orders for the to stop the vibrations. So, it is a very common term. Now, the dwell angle is that period, or the cam angle is the number of degree that distributor cam travels during the periods when the ignition points are closed. So, in 4 cylinder engine the average cam angle is about 50 degree. This means that the during the 90 degree of the cam rotation, the points are closed for 50 degree and opened for remaining 40 degree. If the contact breaker point gap is increased, the dwell angle will be decreased. A decrease in gap produces larger dwell angle. So, it is a period of inactive. So, cam angle for the dwell angle or the cam angle is the number of degree that the distributor cam travels during the period when the ignition points are closed. So, it is inactive ignition during this period, the ignition is inactive. Similarly, spark plug, you know, all know that what is spark plug. It is made of some alloys that create very high spark. These are the components of spark plug. You can see it is having two major part, electrode and a ground electrode, a central electrode. These are the two parts, and how it works I have already discussed it. Then these are the factors of establishment of the spark: length of the gap, geometry of the gap, temperature of the electrode, density of the mixture, carbon deposit on the insulators, the ratio, the rate of increase of voltage at the gap, and the air fuel ratio. So, these are the factors which affects the spark quality. So, requirement of a good spark plug is very important. So, these are the requirements of the good spark plug. It should be capable of resisting leakage. It should be gas tight so that the combustion gases do not leak out. A sealing gasket is provided for this purpose. The temperature at electrode should be maintained in the range of 400 to 800 degrees Celsius as per its metallurgical limit of the electrode material. Erosion of the electrode due to higher voltage spark should be minimum. It has to withstand highly fluctuating temperature and pressure in the engine cylinder, and maximum pressure may be as high as 50 bar. So, this was all about the ignition system. In this lecture we have discussed the ignition system requirement for SI engine and what are the functions of the ignition system, types of ignition systems. Thank you so much.